What's up, everybody? This is Frank here from Civ Armory, and I have a delayed unboxing of something very special to me. So I've been wanting this for quite some time, and I got so excited that I kind of just like ripped it open as soon as I got it, and then realized I probably should have shown you guys. So we're gonna call this an unboxing, but also kind of like a maybe like a company overview type of a deal on Shadow Systems. All right, so I have been wanting a replacement for my Glock 48 MOS for quite some time. I love the 48. It's actually been one of the better shooting guns that I've used compared to, I shot the 365 a little bit, but it wasn't an XL. The 43X I didn't completely love. The 43 to me is garbage. Trying to think. We used Hellcat for a while. A buddy of mine, we both bought the Hellcat at the same time. Thought we were gonna love it. I think he still has it. I couldn't shoot that thing. I didn't like it. So you're all gonna have your opinions, and you can bash me on them all you want. So I was looking for something that I'm familiar with, that I'm comfortable with, that carried more than 10 rounds, which is the knock on the 48 and the 43X. There are options like the Shield Arms mags and the Palmetto mags. However, I had issues with the Palmetto mags and not keeping the last round hold open. So I'm actually going to talk about that in a different video because I got a complaint. But and then the Shield Arms mags, I kind of had a similar problem with some feeding issues from the mag, but I had a Gen 2. From what I hear, thanks to my buddy Steven, is that the Gen 3 mags are probably corrected. So anyway, with that being said, I want to open up the CR920XP. So the CR is the CR920 is the 43 replacement. They then came out with a mag that held 12 rounds, 12 to 15 rounds, I believe, which was very nice. But then they made an X version. The X version is similar now to the 43X, except it carries 15 rounds. Then they came out with the XP. The XP is their compensated version, which is going to be similar in size to the Glock 48, but is going to have a compensator. So imagine a Glock 43X with a compensator at the end to make it the size of a 48. And now that everybody is confused, let's just open this thing. So I kind of want to show you, again, I've already opened it. I've already messed with it. So I want to show you what you get when you buy Shadow Systems, right? You get a box. Cool. So you're going to get a range bag. Every Shadow Systems that I've owned came with a range bag, and all your goodies are going to be inside of that bag. All right. So, all right, lock, flag comes in the slide. So one thing that I like is, I mean, it's there. You see right away. It is what it is, right? Extra magazine. Now, the CR920s are all going to use proprietary magazines. They're not going to use Glock magazines. Glock mag won't fit. So they have proprietary mags. All your larger frame Shadow Systems are going to use Magpul or Glock mags, but they're going to come with Magpul. They're not going to come with Glock mag. So in this case, you've got your takedown tool. You see that? All right, so your little takedown punch. I really like it, actually. I've got a couple of them, one I keep in my bag, one I keep here in the shop. Your mag, as stated earlier, you're going to get a little bit of information on, this is a compensated firearm, so you're going to get information on their comp barrels. That would come with any of them that have a comp. And then because it is an elite model, actually no, not because of the elite, it's got nothing to do with elite, but it looks like this safety manual is going to cover most of their models. The 920, the CR, MR, MR920 long, XR, and DR. Yeah, so all of them pretty much covered underneath this here. All right, so again, I always recommend taking a quick look because there might be some specifics that you need to know. Like some people do not know that Shadow Systems are going to require a break-in period. The mags need to break in, all the finishings need to break in and all that good stuff. In here is where your firearm is. As you can see, as stated before, I'm going to change angles here in a second, but this bad boy did not come with the optic, and it did not come with the light. I tinkered with it already. I told you guys, I already opened it up, right? All right, so here we have the CR920. It'll come here in the side. Again, it had the flag in it. Did not have the optic, and it did not have the light. It did come with the magazine inside. All right, so in this case, it comes with 2 mags. So one was inside the firearm, the other was inside the case. Which leads me to, you're gonna get this. Every optic cut version is going to come with, the optic plate obviously would be on the firearm, and it's gonna come with some Loctite and their proprietary screws. Now, I didn't think I was gonna get into it, but I will. So their proprietary screw system is pretty cool. So based on the optic that you're using, you're going to use this little adapter plate. If you can see that right there. All right, it's not even a plate, it's like a little adapter shim, and that's gonna go up here for spacing on the optic. Is it needed for the optic? No, because once it's screwed in place, it's screwed in place, but it does allow you to run some bigger optics on there, which are pretty cool. So I like that a lot. Now, you have a thinner one, I have the thicker one on there, all right, so that's gonna go on there. And what Shadow Systems did that I wish Glock would have done is these optic screws on a Glock can sometimes interfere with the ejector spring over here and can cause some slide issues with the slide not going all the way in battery, or just getting caught up in some extra drag and messing up your extractor, obviously. So what Shadow Systems did was they ran their spring more on an angle that kind of goes through the opening here and allows these screws to go straight down really deep without any problems. So I want to show you their proprietary screw system here. All right, so you see you have a much longer screw, and this is actually probably, my guess is this is the longer of the 2. All right, so you have a, you've got a non-threaded, thicker part of this screw, which is going to cause it to seat really, really well in your optic, and then you've got plenty of thread to bite down. So I like it. I'm really happy with that. All right, on to the next thing. In this case, I opted for the bronze barrel. This model comes in bronze or black, and because it is compensated, which you can see here, I'll show you. Again, we're not taking anything down. We're not showing you how to use a firearm. We're literally just showing you the features here. All right, so you can see your fluted or your spiraled barrel, the comp, their proprietary comp system. All right, the slide serrations here on the Elites, you're gonna have some on top. I have a non-elite model of a XR that I can do in another video, but the slide serrations are going to be different on the Elites versus the Foundation series. All right, and then my understanding is most of the internal parts are going to be the same on both. Your sights might be a little bit different. What you can see here is that you do have a dot on the front of this sight, and then in the rear, I'll show you here, no marking in the rear, which I like. I like the single dot. Anyway, so there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this thing, get the factory grease off of it, make sure there's no junk in there, oil it up, and then go take it to the range. All right, once I put some rounds through this, I'll give you guys some feedback at a later date. But all in all, I can tell you that compared to my 48, man, this thing feels good.